What's up, pranksters? Welcome back. Last year I uploaded a video called 5 ways to get more Halloween candy. You guys loved that video. You guys requested that I make part 2 of that video. And guess what? In this video I'm gonna show you guys 5 more tips and tricks that will help you when you go trick-or-treating on Halloween. So if you guys are super excited about that, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, with the bell notifications turned on of course, and check it out. Alright, well, let's get started with these. Now, first, let me tell you guys that Halloween has changed so much since I was a kid. These days, there's better candy out there, better costumes out there, and honestly, I see more kids out there, so that means there's more competition. That means there's a lot of kids out there trying to get the same candy that you're trying to get. So what I'm gonna do in this video is help you guys out. I'm gonna boost your chances at getting larger amounts of candy. And no, guys, I'm not trying to con anybody. I'm not trying to scam people. I want you guys to get the best out of Halloween. I want you guys to get the best experience out of trick-or-treating. I don't want this to be your treat basket. Look at this. Can you hear the emptiness? There's not a lot of candy in there. You might actually go trick-or-treating early, yet still not get a lot of candy, while your friends, they go trick-or-treating late and finish early, and this is what their bag will look like. Look at that. It's filled with candy, it's really heavy. You want this bag. You don't want that empty treat basket. You want a big bag with a lot of candy. And I'm thinking this is like about 500 pieces. That's a whole year's supply of candy, guys. So I want this to be your bag. So let's get started with our first tip. Here's a good way to prepare for when you go trick-or-treating. You're gonna need a backpack like this one. A little one will do. And you'll also need a Ziploc bag. Now, you might be asking yourself, why a Ziploc bag? Well, because this is where you're gonna put some candy. So let me show you the purpose of this. So you'll have this inside your backpack, right? You go to each of your neighbor's doors, you knock, and trick-or-treat. Some will give you a piece, some will give you 2. You know, you never get a whole bunch. So when you get your candy, guys, you gotta do this really quick. Have your Ziploc bag handy, get your candy, open up the Ziploc bag, and open up your candy. So these are M&Ms. I'm gonna dump them in there, right? I left 2 in there, and look how many I got here. So what you do next, guys, once you've taken out most of the candy from the bag, you go back to your neighbor and tell him, hey sir, you gave me an open candy bar. You tell them that it's open, and guess what? They'll give you another one. That's right. They might take this one back, and that's okay. It only has 2 pieces in there, but they'll give you another one. And who knows? They might feel so bad that they'll give you more just because they gave you an open candy bar. And of course, these are edible as well, so just keep them handy. You might get a Ziploc bag for just M&Ms, a Ziploc bag for chocolates, a Ziploc bag for Jolly Ranchers, Skittles, whatever kind of candy that you get. You can put it in one bag, put it in your backpack. Do not keep it in your treat basket because that will give it away. So every time you go to your neighbor's house, you get a piece of candy, open it quickly without them seeing you, of course, pretend like you're walking away, and then just put it in the Ziploc bag, and then go back to them and tell them that they gave you an open piece of candy. They won't even remember if it was opened or not, and they won't even bother to investigate. Come on, guys, it's Halloween. They'll just grab another piece and give it to you, and like I said, they might give you 2 because they feel bad. In part 1 of this series, I used a dog to go trick-or-treating, and I also mentioned that you guys can use a little sibling, a little brother or sister, so you get double the candy. Well, if you don't have a little sibling or you don't have a pet, that doesn't mean you can't try this trick. So this is one thing that I recommend you guys do. You're gonna create a little sibling, and what I have here is a little doll. Look how cute she is. Kind of creepy too. Well, anyway, guys, you're gonna use a doll to go trick-or-treating, and it's best if you take a stroller with you and pretend the baby's sleeping, because nobody's gonna disturb a sleeping baby, right? So you put the baby in the stroller. Now this is a toy stroller, guys. I didn't want to go out and buy a big one because really I don't have any kids, so this one will do for this demo. So you're gonna take the baby and you're gonna put him in the stroller. I like the strollers that cover up the top of the baby so you can't see the baby's body, but you can't see the face, and that's perfect. And I don't like this doll because it opens its eyes when it's right side up, so you might want to glue the baby's eyes shut. Oh, that sounded bad. Just make sure the baby looks like it's sleeping. That way you don't raise suspicions. You're gonna attach a treat basket to the stroller, so that way the baby also gets some candy. You're gonna have your treat basket, so you get your candy. And what does this do for you? Well, you get twice the amount of candy in one house. So here's baby Timmy right here. This is his treat basket, and this is my treat basket. I go to every house, I knock on their door and say trick or treat on behalf of both of us. They're gonna give us 2 pieces because there's 2 of us. There's 2 treat baskets. So do this to every house, and like I said, you'll get double the candy for every house you go to. Another thing that will help you make this more realistic is if you dress the baby up in a costume. They're pretty cheap. Just go out to the dollar store and get one, or make your own. Paint the baby's face, make it look so Halloween-y, make it look so cute. And you know nobody can resist cute babies, so make it as adorable as possible, and for every house you go, you'll get 2 for 1. Now this next trick is really a trick. You're gonna have to go online and do some research, because you're gonna have to learn some magic tricks, and there's a lot of magic tricks out there that pretty much teach you how to vanish things or make it seem like you're disappearing things. So we're gonna try to do that with some candy bars. So for every house you go to, hey, I bet I can make a piece of candy disappear. Just ask them to give you a piece of candy, and that's when you perform the trick. There are so many tricks out there, guys. There are so many things you can do to make this disappear, or at least make it seem like you're making it disappear. So for example, let's say you make this disappear, your neighbor's gonna be blown away. They're gonna want you to do it again, so guess what? They're gonna give you another piece of candy for you to make disappear. And once you make this one disappear, they want to see another one. So you make another candy disappear, and so on, depending on how many times they want to see that trick. And like I said, you're gonna have to go online and do some research, or you can come up with your own. So for me, how I would do this is I would wear a long sleeve shirt like the one I'm wearing right now. Why? Because you can easily make candy vanish when you're using long sleeve shirts. So here's what I would do, guys. You get the piece of candy from them, you show the front of your hand to them while the piece of candy is behind it like this. Now your sleeve has to be loose like a wizard's sleeve, because you can easily slide the candy in like this. Now notice the candy is right there, barely in. So then you do some weird hand movements, like let's say you do this. That way the candy goes further down your sleeve, and then you open up your hands and you reveal nothing. The candy's gone. It's disappeared. Well, like I said, your neighbor's gonna be blown away. They'll want to see that trick again, so they'll give you another piece of candy. So for as many times as you repeat this trick, you'll get that amount of candy. These last couple ideas are custom suggestions that will help you get more candy when you go trick-or-treating. Now the first one, you might think that it's dumb, that it's not gonna work. Well, guess what? It will work. It's one of the best things that you could possibly wear to get more Halloween candy. And this is what you're gonna need, guys. A mini basketball hoop. This hoop, guys, I've tied a piece of rope because I'm gonna wear it on my neck like this. Look at that. Now I'm a walking, talking basketball hoop. So you're asking yourselves, how is that gonna get you more Halloween candy? Well, you're gonna slap a sign on the backboard, and the sign is gonna say, shoot candy here. So place it on the backboard like this, and now underneath the net, you're gonna attach your treat basket. So all the candy falls into your treat basket. And I'm gonna use some zip ties for that. It should look something like this, guys. So basically at this point, you're challenging people to shoot candies into your basket. And guess what? Whatever goes in there, you get to keep. So go up to your neighbor, knock on his door, and say trick or treat. Step a few feet away from them and challenge them to shoot candy into your basket. And of course, they're not gonna pass up that challenge. It's such a fun costume. See? The more candies they make in there, the more candy you'll get. So challenge them, tease them, taunt them, make them feel like they can't shoot. And of course, they're gonna try to shoot candy in there. And soon enough, your treat basket will be filled with candy. Now, this last trick that I'm gonna show you guys doesn't require much work. All you need is a piece of paper and something to write with. You're gonna take a piece of paper and write the following. So what it says here is insert candy for joke. You're gonna tape this onto your treat basket. This is my treat basket, and I'm gonna tape it on there like this. Now here's the fun part, guys. Go online and look for the best Halloween jokes out there and try to memorize at least 5. That way you improve your chance of getting more candy. So for example, here are a few jokes that you might be able to memorize. What's a vampire's favorite fruit? The answer is a nectarine. That's kind of funny, right? Okay, here's another one. Why do ghosts make good cheerleaders? That's an easy one, right? Because they got a lot of spirit. Come on, guys, laugh. Okay, one more. Why is a skeleton so mean? Well, because look at him. He doesn't have a heart. He's hollow inside. That's why he's so mean. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Show up at your neighbor's house, dress up as whatever you want. You can dress up as me if you want. Take your treat basket and say trick or treat, and just show it to them. For every joke that they want, they have to put a piece of candy in there. Remember to always make your first joke the best. That way they keep wanting you to tell them more jokes, and the more jokes they want, the more candy that they gotta put in your treat basket. So if you happen to memorize 10 jokes and they happen to want you to tell them 10 jokes, what does that mean for you? Well, that means you get 10 pieces of candy at one house. So if you repeat this process and you go to every house, you tell them the jokes, because you'll be able to repeat the jokes, your chances of getting lots of candy will improve dramatically. So try this out. It's super fun. You'll make people laugh, and who knows, some other trick-or-treaters might see your sign, and all you gotta do is tell them the jokes and they'll give you some of their candy. So yeah, guys, there are so many ways out there to get candy. You just gotta get creative. So try this one if you want. It doesn't cost much. Okay, guys, I might have another method that you might be able to use to get more Halloween candy, but this is a really, really mean one. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the term bag snatching, right? Well, if you're not, this is basically what it is. Right here, I got a bag full of candy, right? Let's pretend I'm a little kid. I'm walking along, minding my own business, and then someone from behind, running, grabs my bag and runs away with it. That's pretty much theft. It's stealing. Now, I'm not trying to say go and do some bag snatching on little kids. No, unacceptable, guys. Never do that. But what you could do is pretend like somebody snatched your bag. So you might need an accomplice for this. You're gonna have to stage it. Pretend one of your friends runs over to you and steals your bag. Your neighbor will see it. You can go and cry to them, let them know, and they might give you more candy. But I don't like that idea, guys. Honestly, it's really low class. That's why it's not part of my 5 tips and tricks. Yeah, you could do it if you wanted to. But no, guys, the tricks that I just showed you are the best ones. Try them out. If not, I also have part 1 of this series. So go and check out that video in the cards above, the link below. There I teach you 5 more ways on how to get more Halloween candy. So don't miss out. Watch that video as well. That way you have more options on how to get more candy when you go trick-or-treating. Well, guys, before I wrap up this video, I want to wish you guys a very happy Halloween. Please be careful out there when you go trick-or-treating. Never go alone. Go in groups. Carry glow sticks. Make sure you are very visible because it can get dark at night. Please take the safest precautions out there. It's a really fun day. It's a great chance to get a lot of candy. So make the best of it, guys. Hopefully my tips and tricks help you guys out. I had a bunch of fun making this video, so I hope you did too watching it. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, guys, please do so. I really appreciate it, especially if you like this video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Have a very fun and happy Halloween. I'll see you pranksters in my next video. Take a backpack with you along with your little basket. So every time you go and ask for candy, you always empty it out into your little backpack like this. So you always want to keep this one empty. And you carry your backpack, they're not even gonna know it. And this might actually be part of your costume. So that's an awesome trick that you guys can do. Every time you go ask for candy, you empty it out. And that's it. You carry this with you, and every house you do the same. And eventually you'll accumulate more candy than the other kids. So yeah, this is one trick that might come in handy for you guys.